Hi everybody, this is Mama Sue, and today we're going to do something pretty simple, and it's so soft and delicate. It's good for kids or adults. I mean, the style, they're just adorable. Here's one of them right here. Now see, they're just little delicate little earrings. These ones are red. It's really hard to see that, but these ones are red. Maybe if I put it against the white, you'll see it. Here's my red ones. I don't know if you can see that they're red, but I've got red ones. And then I've got this peach color. This peach color is in is those fire polished beads, those glass fire polished beads. And I think those are adorable. Look at that. That's just, and they're so sparkly. These earrings, I like them to have a lot of sparkle. Now that's the peach color. I also made this kind of a pink color with the silver wire. These are kind of pink, same kind of beads, but kind of a pink color. They're really adorable. And then I made another one here. Now this is with darker wire, just to give you an idea. This is darker wire, but this is in the blues. But look how pretty that is. And these are little beads. These are about, this size right here is around a 4. And then on some of these, I may have put some different sizes together, it looks like. I'm not sure. I don't see well. But anyway, here's the one we're making today. We're going to make the white because a lot of people like real soft things for weddings and stuff. But look how sparkly those little beads are. These are not the fire polish, but they're glass beads, and they look super sparkly. So I thought we would make these kind, because these would go with a lot of dressy stuff here for people who don't like those heavy earrings and like something that's just simple. Now it's got a piece of chain right in here. I'm going to show you how to cut that chain. Now on these, my chain has about like 5 links in here, right in here. If you counted the chain, it's about 5 links. But if you want to not have to count, I'm going to show you what you do. You take your wire and you stick a link that's about the size you want on it, like this. Then you put, where's the wire? Oh, there it is. Then you take your long piece of wire and thread it on there like this one. See how that is? See how that is right there? Now you're just going to cut it right there. Let me cut that and show you. Now if you line them up like that and cut them, you're going to get the perfect size. See there, that's the perfect size. They're both the same. You know, about 5. If you counted each of these little circles, it's about 5 circles. It's not very big. So you're not using a lot of chain, which is kind of cool, because you can make an earring that looks this long with that little bit of chain. But the chain just gives it a little more elegance. I'm going to sit this right down here. Okay, now we're going to use these 3 pretty little glass beads. You can see those. There's a real, it's got a lot of different colors in the sparkle. That's what I liked about these, because it made them like dressy. Now I am going to put these down here, and we're going to get started. Oh, wait. Now you're going to use 2 of these eye pens. You know, the ones with the little eyes on the top. See? I can see you. See the that's an eye pin. It's a straight wire with a little tip on the end that has a circle. See? And then the other one we're going to use, this is the one we're going to start off with. This is a ball tipped wire pin, ball tipped pin, or but see the little ball on there? It's got this is silver, but it's got that little ball on there. It's a straight pin with a little ball on the tip. We're going to start with that because that'll hold our bead on, and it'll finish off the bottom of the earring. Let me grab one of those earrings. Where are, oh, here. Now, if you'll notice, I did that on this, and see the little, how it's finished right on the bottom because I have that round bead there. And that round beaded end is holding the earring. I mean the wire, it's holding the jewel on the wire. Now I'm going to put one of these pretty little glass beads on here, like that. See? See, it's staying on because of that little white ball on the end right there. Now what I'm going to do is I marked the tip of my, might be a good idea to take some nail polish and just put it on the tip of your pliers. See, you can tell right where I'm going to wrap. So I'm going to put this down right where that mark is. See, that's right where I marked it. You can tell if I go sideways, you can kind of tell because that's where it is right there. That's that little, let me grab this. Right there. That's where the little sizing area is, because I darkened the tips. I made my tips red so that you could kind of see. Then I'm going to push it away from me, just like that. Now you've got a piece that looks like this. See there? Got a little wrap room right there. Now we're going to make the little circle on the top that hooks to the bead that comes next. So I'm going to put that right back where that line is, just like that. And I'm going to turn it towards me now, just like that. And then I have to move this, but make sure I stay still on that mark I made, and so that I can go all the way around the bead. Now I'm all the way around the bead. If you notice, I'm all the way around. See there? And I've got a little playroom in there. That's how you want it, right there. Then I'm going to take my needle nose, and I'm going to just put the flat side right on the edge. Right on the edge of my circle, so I don't move the circle and keep it the same size. Then I'm going to wrap this around and around until it comes to a stop, and then I'm going to cut it off in the back. So I'm wrapping, oops, well, I'm going to have to get a different one. That's, oh goodness, this is one of those fun days. Believe me, that normally doesn't happen with these. I've got some really old stuff in here. That shouldn't make any difference, but you know, it's my excuse. Okay, where did I put those? I'm trying to find. Oh, they're in the box. Okay, we'll get one out. This is the way I keep my different wires and stuff, just so you can see. I have another wire coming, and then I just keep them all just the different colors in here and the different styles of ear wires. Ear wires and these pins, these eye pins, I like to keep together. Now here's some that are just short. That was an accident. I normally don't get short ones. I prefer to always get the long ones, but this works good when I'm just doing like what I'm doing right here. And as a matter of fact, I used those when I did this. Or wait, is that the one? Yeah. I used those when I did this one. I used those little bronze eye pins. And they're just a teeny little thing. They're about, oh, I'd say about a half inch, maybe a little more. But they have such weird sizes online that it's hard for me to know. So I just punch in 1.5 to 2 inches. You know, I prefer 1.5. These are 1.5. These all are 1.5. I prefer 1.5 because they fit in this container. 2s would be nice, but I'd have to put them in a drawer or something. Okay, let me get another sterling silver one out. Okay, I got a silver one out. I just thought I'd show you that so that you know what you could do if you wanted to. Now I'm going to put this on here, just like that. Then I'm going to line it up like I did that last bead. Where is that last bead? I don't have one in here yet. Oh, I got the wrong one. Here we go. Here's the right one. Okay, I'm going to put that on there. Get this party on the roll. See there? Now that, see, that's, I already showed you that, but that's that, this is silver, so it's really kind of soft. Now I'm going to put it right here, right at that mark. Well, a little bit more over. There it is. Because I want it to be exactly the same size as this one. And this is the mark I went by when I was making that one. Then I'm going to push it away from me, just like that. You see? Then I'm going to move my pliers, my needle, my round nose, and then I'm going to put it right to the line again because I want to keep it right on that line. And I'm going to wrap it around just like that. And then I'm going to turn my pliers and finish wrapping it so that I can get all the way around. Now I've got this. I hope you can see that. Maybe I should have used a darker color for this one. But that's what we have now. We have that little circle on the top. And here's the other side. And the wire going all the way around. Now we're going to take our needle nose pliers, or you can use any kind of pliers you want to use, and then we're just going to go around and around. 1, 2, 3. I think that's enough. Okay, now I'm going to cut it in half. See there? Now I'm going to cut it off right there in the back. I'm going to put I always use this flat part to cut this outside edge, and everything on the inside, well, I'm not on this one for the most part. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to hang on to this piece here, and I'm going to squash that little piece down. There's a little piece hanging right there, and I want to cut that off because it's going to make me nuts. and because that's what you're supposed to do. Now I'm just kind of, this is wire soft, so I'm just kind of softly squashing it. Now there's your first bead. If you can see that, there's your first bead. I'm going to sit that down there, and I'm going to go to the next bead. Now the next two beads are going to be made on these wires. So I'm going to grab a bead and string her up. Now this is on the eye pin, remember. And then you're going to want to put it right on that special place on your pliers that you've marked. Whichever way you want to mark it, push it away from you. Then turn your pliers up to the top and pull it toward you and down, just like that. Now you're going to be at this place right here, and you can see that it hasn't gone all the way around. When it touched metal, it didn't go all the way around. So we're going to stick it back in there, right at that marker place, and we're going to finish going around the plier. Now we're all the way around. That works great. Now we're going to hang on to it and do our little twisty. See, I'm hanging on to the circle. That's all you got to do is hang on to that circle. And when you're hanging on to this bead here, when you're starting to turn this, you kind of hang on to that bead, and that helps you turn your wire. Okay, here's 1, 2, 3. Does that go any further? Yeah, this one will go a little further. Okay, I'm going to cut that off. It doesn't matter if you have some build up there, as long as you got it the right size. On these anyway. Then I'm going to squash that little leftover piece in. So that we have it nice and smooth. Let me pull this over here a little bit because it's a little crooked. Just like that. That's your second one. Now what I want to do with this, I want to open that bottom and hook it onto the first one. So I'm opening the bottom right now. Oh, wrong side. Okay, I'm opening the bottom just enough to get a little bit of an opening. Then I'm going to stick this one on and close that up. It's just that easy. You could make a whole bracelet going this route, and then just put your hooks at the end. Now here's where I am on this one. See? Now let's look at it next to the one that we made previously, and you'll see that they're in the right place. They're the same size. So, and that's because you're following that marker on that you've put on your pliers. Just use some red nail polish or something, and just have a tip where you can know that your circles, your wire is going to be exactly the same as the other one. Okay, let's get our last one. Now the last one's a little tricky, and a lot of times I forget it and have to cut it off and try again. This is the only one that's tricky, because what you're going to do is you're going to put your wire on, you're going to make your loop, but you're not going to finish it until you put your little wire here on, the one you just cut. No, we're not going to need this one. Okay, let's make this, let's finish. Now this is a quick earring. We're almost done. Now see, I've got it right on that line. I hope you can tell. See that line I've got on there? And then I've got it right exactly on that line that I made. Now I'm going to push away from me, just whoop, just like that. And I have it at this point. where it's kind of an L, but with a circle on the tip. And then I'm going to put this back in here, making sure that I've got it set right on the mark. And it is set right on the mark right there. And then I'm going to push it away from me, as before, and down. And that's where we are right now. It didn't go all the way around, so we have to move our pliers to be able to finish putting this all the way around. And we're going to put right at that mark line that we have. See, it's right on that mark line. And I've moved my pliers to the top. And I'm finishing going around. Now I just finished going all the way around. See? It's not real hard to do. You have to get used to it. You have to get used to doing the little circles. Now I'm going to put my pliers right here. Hold on right down to where they touch each other. And then I'm going to start twisting. Now it's better for me to hang on to this bead because this bead turns and it helps me turn the wire. See there? That helped me turn that wire nice. Now I'm going to pull this back some because I probably turned it a little bit too much. And I'm going to cut it off in the back. There I do. There I did it. I do. Okay, and then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to squash. Carefully squash your little wire down. Now that's, oh my goodness. See, I wasn't supposed to turn that yet. I have to cut this off and start over because I did the big boo-boo and forgot to put my chain on. So let's cut this off. It's a good thing I had another wire there. I really didn't intentionally do that on purpose. But now that I've got a wire out, I'll use it. There we go. We've got it on there. Well, at least you'll be able to see this again so that you will really get the gist of it. Now there's my little mark line. I'm pushing it away from me. Then I'm turning my pliers up like this. And then I'm going to hold on tight and turn it back my way and go all the way down. Now I've got it back to this point here. See there? Right to that point. Now I need to make it go all the way around, so I'm going to put my pliers at the top, right at the same marker line. See, I hope you can see that, how I've marked that. Well, you can kind of see it. There you go. See my line right there? Right there is my line. And then I'm going to finish going around the jewelry, holding onto the pliers tightly. Then I've got my circle on the top. At this point is when you put your chain on. So grab your little chain and see the little hoop there in your chain. You're just going to put that on there. So you got a little dangly there. Then you're just going to snap it right through onto that circle. I just snapped it onto the circle. Then I'm going to get a hold. I'm going to put that chain down on the bottom. Then I'm going to get a hold of this, and now I can wrap it. I'm going to start wrapping it. Now that's what you're supposed to do. But I always forget to put that chain on. I waste so much wire that way. Okay, now I'm going to cut that little end off and squash it down. Hold on to it though. You don't want it to get in your feet. I've enjoyed that too many times. Okay, now I'm going to squash that little piece right there. We'll squash that down. I'm not pushing very hard. There we go. Voila. Now we're going to open up this bottom and hook it to our other pieces that are already ready. Oh, I lost it for a minute. Okay, now I'm going to just hook it right on that wire, and then I'm going to fold the wire back shut. Always pull straight up and down when you're doing these wires. If you pull it out, you're going to damage the integrity of that wire in there, and you won't have a nice round circle. Now there's where we are. There's where we are right now. We're almost done. Okay, now all I got to do is put the wire on. But as most of my viewers know, is I don't like these wires like this. I like to pull, to bend this, because when if you put that straight into your ear right there, your ear ring is sticking out on your ear ring and dropping down. And I like it to go straight down. So I am going to grab a hold of this carefully and just kind of bend it. Boy, I didn't do that nice. Let me just pull this up. We'll do it this way. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to put my pliers right on that bend mark and squash it down. See how it's squashed down straight? Now I want to put a little glue right there because these will slide off. I'm using this GS Hypo right now, but I don't think it matters really big deal what kind you use on this. You can use even crazy glue on this part. And let's stick my Hypo glue lid back on, and we're going to pull this right down on our earring. Now that thing is going to lay straight down on my ear. It's not going to have, it's not going to deform itself on my ear. Now we're just going to put the chain right in this loop right here, and we'll be done with this earring. That's a quickie, huh? Now open that up, stick your chain on. Let me show you. Stick my chain on there just like that, and then I'm going to close it back up. Now if you're getting ready to have a wedding or anything, these would even be nice gifts for your bridesmaids. And you could even make a little cute little bracelet that would go with that. Really cute. And they can wear them in your wedding as well. Okay, now we've got that one made. Now we've got a nice set of dangly earrings. Aren't those cute? Now let me shoot. Now, and see how they're just so cute and little and tiny and dainty. I like these red ones. These red ones are pretty cool. See? Oh, these red ones I really like. Red beads. Doesn't look like it to you, but I can see how red they are. They're like a ruby red. I love that. Now here, this one is the gold. See how pretty the gold looks in there? See, you could go with any colored dress that you wanted to use in a wedding, and these would be adorable. Now the white ones, you could, you know, any of these you can just use anywhere. And now this one is, this one's kind of more of a, it's got the silver in it, just like the ones we made. And it's got more of a pinkish color to these beads. And they're just so sparkly and pretty. I love these things. Well, anyway, that's what I have for you today. And so stay tuned, because I'll probably be making another video today. And you guys all take care. God bless and keep you safe, especially with this COVID-19 going. And I'll see you later today.